Hey Libra, let's do your reading. So I'm loving it so far. This is just pre-shuffle, but I like to share it. Kind of gives me a stopping point of when to stop shuffling and turn on the camera. But looks like there's some focused attention, a lot of work here. Or this is something that there's some with this moon cycle. The Eight of Pentacles is focused attention. It's putting a lot of attention into something. It could be work, but this is something that at the same time has tenure, that has had time to grow. But there's some element of putting the work in and getting the reward here. Also, we've got the Six of Pentacles. Love to see that. That's abundance. It's having enough to give, and you've got the Lovers card. 2 sixes here. Let's see. Wow, it's 2 sixes, 7, and an 8. So, interesting. So let me just add these real quick. Oh, okay, this adds up to a 6. So this is 15, which breaks down to 6, and then you have these 2 sixes. So, I don't know, just something was kind of grabbing my attention with 6s. So we might have, that might be a number that's relevant to you or important, but this looks like a decision in love, and I feel like whereas this could be totally just for one person, but it's kind of got an element of wanting to give rather than feeling like pulled to give or like it's never enough, something like that. Okay, Ace of Cups. All right, yay. So anyway, looks like love. Looks like work is going well too. Let's go ahead and get started. How are you? Hope you guys are well. Okay, so Strength card, the Lion and the Lamb being tamed. Number 8 might be relevant. This could be Leo energy. Four Swords. So there is an element of holding back, or there has been. The Four of Swords is taking the time to heal, stepping away. There you are, showing up in your own reading, Justice. Wow. The High Priestess just caught my eye. Something is balancing out. There she is. Something that just feels like it's a knowing. It's a knowing. The High Priestess is somebody that just kind of sits back and watches. She always reminds me to observe and not try to make too much happen. Sometimes when there's confusion or my mind is cluttered, sometimes it's best just to take a step back and channel in my High Priestess energy and observe. Here we have the Page of Swords. That's also about observing. Interesting. And then the Wheel of Fortune. Learning, growing, ideas, money, fortune, fame, not fame. Oh, fame. That's weird, I said that. These dice, I don't know about those dice, but this is abundance, it's destiny. So there's definitely a learning, growing element happening here. I would really like it if these were focused. There we go. Okay, we're going to stick with those for now. Your energy, Ace of Swords, a light at the end of the tunnel, seeing things clearly after much deliberation, maybe gone down the wrong path with the wrong person. I feel love. I feel love, a love energy here. Oh, I felt it, didn't I? Love tarot, blows my mind. Look at that, 10 of Cups. So I feel like you've been through it. But there's a lot of growth and learning, open to learning from things in the past is going to bring destiny. Probably some sort of circle, something stable, something circling around. I'm feeling a lot of the circle energy. King of Pentacles, something that makes you feel stable. Or you could be dealing with a earth sign, somebody stable, somebody that makes you feel stable. Or it's just working. It's just easy. I feel big love, you guys. Okay, the person on your mind has done a lot of work, done the healing work. There's the circle again. I'm a little floored. I mean, you're getting, I'm going to put it here because I want to go back to this other spread where this is what you cannot see behind the scenes. Six of Pentacles. Kind of changed my spread there right in the middle, and I wanted to get back to my original. So this is where you and this person come together. This is you, this is them. This is kind of like the overall, right? But then I want to go back to specific questions. So this Six of Pentacles, this is what you cannot see. This person, or you've got something coming towards you, gifts, abundance, love, something that's tangible in the sense. It doesn't have to be tangible, whereas it could be love, but it's something that it's noticeable. Okay, it's something that isn't invisible. It's too big to not be seen, let's say. So say even if it was love or compliments, it's not. It's enough to be noticeable. Okay, that's what I'm trying to say. The Strength card. Tarot's advice, if you choose to take it, is the Strength card. Stay balanced. Don't go overboard. Don't go underboard. I feel like it's kind of like a take it in stride. But I mean, look at the lineup. Ten of Cups, Wheel of Fortune, Strength card. It might have a vibe of, you might have that too good to be true vibe, or not wanting to get caught up in something else. I feel a very big safety here. Something solid, strong, stable. So many beautiful cards. Now we have the Seven of Cups is in your outcome position. The Seven of Cups is having options. You always have options. We know that, right? Powerful something there. Okay, getting out of a difficult situation in the recent past. Something that was very hidden or couldn't see until it was kind of too late. Something big though, I think. Look at this clothing right here. Can y'all see that? Look how it matches my fingernail. Can y'all even see that? Sorry. It's so hard to see. This cloth right here. Anyway, okay, so yeah, something that you feel like you maybe got sucked into, or it was sinking, it was drowning you, you're getting out of, or you left. Let's look at the bottom of the deck. We have the Star card, Aquarius energy, another 8. So you guys keep your eyes out for 8s, and what was the other one? We were getting 6s. Here's another 6. 6 plus this one. Yeah, this breaks down to a 6 too, because this was a 9. It would be a 9. That would be a 15. Breaks down to 6. It's interesting. So 6s are big. So this is like what it looks like. What you want is happening. We've got the Magician and the outcome. What you've been wanting, manifesting, looks like it's coming. A 9, the Hermit, and a Death and Rebirth. So. Okay, this is kind of congruent across the board with the signs, but it looks like what's happening, a strong element of going down the wrong path, but instead of sinking into it or staying in it, it's a matter of doing the work to see things clearly and getting out of something that you might have gotten sucked into. Also feel, again, there was something where someone was pulling, tugging on you, wanting you to give, but it was almost like never enough, or it didn't feel good to give versus something new where you are going to be inspired to give to this person. So, but balance it out. Don't overgive, right? You set the dynamic wrong if you overgive too soon. Let it grow slowly. But you got something major, stable. Whoever this is coming in, they're going to give you a very strong sense of stability. And I feel a glitch on that, where as there's some need to say, nobody's perfect. They won't be perfect, but it's something that is still going to overall have stability and grow. This is something that's been manifested or that you've wanted, and just a huge amount of personal growth and illumination coming from a place in the past that was dark and sad, but it's a big energy of overcoming. Here we've got the death and rebirth, coming from darkness to light. I love it. Taking action, communication. Wow. Self-love. I think something in your past either was draining and could have, it's kind of like a bird's eye view of looking at this past situation and seeing, oh wow, for many people being put in that situation and staying in it because I just felt, obligated, or this person was clinging to me or whatever. It's kind of like it's getting a bird's eye view of what could have been if you'd stayed in a situation. So if you're not out of that situation yet, this is really important. I feel like we're getting a glimpse of which way you take the road. So there's hopefully you're already out of it. You got out of it. But if not, there's a path. And so some situation, either in your past or still going, hopefully in the past, was draining, pulling, tugging, never enough, wasn't something that was ever going to get to good. You know what I mean? It was going to, at very best, it was going to be survivable or livable. But having the wherewithal and the strength to break free of that, I feel like we're in a spirit bird's eye view of what could happen either way. Staying in that situation that was difficult and draining would have led you down a very not good road and kept you in an unhappy, possibly a very bad road. Breaking free of it and doing the work is going to lead you into another road of someone or a situation that's very happy and stable and more of a partnership, but there's abundance. And even so, you still have different paths. Even when you go down this path and get out of the negative path, you go down this path and you have options. You still have options. It may not always be perfect, but it's going to be somebody that you can be aligned with and get back on path, work together with. Am I making sense? I hope so. Let me get one card, and then I want to do a little tarot lesson. This is amazing, but a big death, it does require letting go of something that's draining and always feels like it's pulling at you. So we're going to read this Tower card, because these, I've been asking for, oh, look at that, 4 of Wands. You may be having to go through a tower to get to like a twin flame, a foundation, a strong foundation. Yeah, but I've been asking for really strong spiritual messages, so you guys can not just, get the quick little messages, but get the really strong wisdom of the tarot, so we can learn and grow as we go. So let me pull this real quick. Okay. So just, this is hopefully kind of summing up what we went over, but a sudden revelation of the inadequacy of our thoughts, attitudes, assumptions, and worldviews. Creative inspiration. Realization of a new way to solve a problem. So traditionally in tarot, the Tower card always meant calamity and destruction. This interpretation is confirmed by the usual image of 2 people falling headfirst through the air from a lightning-blasted tower. In tarot dreams, the hapless victims are absent, which is one indication that we need to take a deeper look at this dramatic card. So I love this book because it really gives you depth into the wisdom of the tarot, which a lot has gotten lost in these YouTube readings, right? So in the previous cards, machinery and architecture have been used to symbolize the complex structures created by our conscious minds and egos. Let me skip that because we're not looking at the whole deck. Okay, our minds often create ever more intricate realizations that in the end entrap us quite as much as the devil does with his desires and ambitions. The heart symbolizes both positive and negative emotions. We often distinguish between thoughts and emotions, but in actuality, many of our emotions are based on assumptions made by our intellect. The tower is built of gold, symbolizing how materialistic and acquisitive our conscious minds are. The tower seems secure, just as our thoughts and our attitudes seem rock solid to us. In fact, they may be built on very shaky assumptions indeed. They are the result of years and years of calcification, which can only be penetrated by intense self-examination or a flash of inspiration. And that's what this card is about. A lightning flash of revelation in which the true nature of our thought, attitudes, and worldviews is seen for what is a poor construct of the mind based on faulty assumptions. So the old interpretation is still valid because emotionally, this kind of awakening can feel like quite a disaster as we watch our cherished assumptions, attitudes, and biases go up in flames. So it can read as a flash of inspiration or something falling apart to be rebuilt, right? But this is also Mars. This stands for Mars, which is, it's saying the planet of rage, conflict, and war, which all serve to break down the status quo. So some path or person or situation you were on was needing to be released to get to this amazing abundance. But you've got this Ten of Cups, truth, clarity about what's going to keep your life stable. There is a very huge learning aspect here. Okay. And there's an element of giving, being able to give and wanting to give, not having to give and not feeling stuck. Big growth, big abundance, money. This is like money and love. I feel like you're freeing yourself from something that was very negative and that you got sucked into, that was actually drowning you. And once you free yourself, you go back into manifesting mode, back into feeling more like who you are. And I mean, I can't help but feeling this. It looks like, because some of you could have twin flame union. Maybe you're getting out of a karmic situation, but it's beautiful. All right, Libra, love you guys. I'll see you soon. Let's talk in the comments. Please say hi. Say hi. Please hit like. Help the channel get back on track. If you like the video, of course, and say hi and where you're watching from, so we can connect the dots of where we all are in the world. Okay. Love you guys. I'll see you in the comments. Bye, Libra.